guys, welcome back to my channel. Aw, thanks for the licks. Today we'll be telling you some tips to use when you are buying a new ferret, alright? Hi Melvin. So the first tip is start off with your ferret in a small enclosed area. If you give your ferret 3 rooms, we'll say, that's not going to work. So we put them in a big pen at the beginning, which is pretty big, but it's just around half my room. Ferrets will always want more. Whatever you give them, they will want more. So then if I have them in the pen, then after a month I can give them a treat and give them my room. Then after that, they'll want to go outside my door. They will try. They will go under. My ferrets have gone under, by the way. So you need to get door stoppers. But that's a different story. So start off with a small area and then treat them every little while by giving them more space, because no matter what you give them, they will want more. They're always trying to escape their playpen. That's why we covered it in cardboard. So that's why we have cardboard, if you wondered. So that's the first thing you need to remember. The second thing you need to remember is you need lots of money. Ferrets that are kits, which means baby ferret, they usually unvaccinated, not descented, not spayed or neutered, they will usually come for around $225 Canadian dollars. But I've seen them from $500 to $1,000. That's around the range that you're going to need to go to. But we've spent around $3,000 on vet bills, and we've only had them for a few months. You will also need to remember all the other costs. This cage is almost as tall as me. It's a bad angle. This is the real height. So if I line myself up to it, you can see the height difference. So you will need to remember that cages are expensive. This is a $400 cage, I believe. This is the Ferret Nation. It's pretty much the only good cage on Amazon. And if you get it from a pet store, it will cost even more for a worse cage. So I would totally recommend the Ferret Nation. Ferret food. This is hard to believe, but this small container holds 3 bags of ferret food. Each bag of ferret food around $100 each. A lot of ferret food is super expensive. We found one that's $75 each for a tiny bag, and a bag lasts you around a month. This is the natural gold stuff, and it's a pretty good size. It's around 2 of my heads or so, more like 1.5. But still, it's a pretty good one. It has good food. I have other videos on that and all the food stuff. There's ferret litter, ferret bedding, ferret hammocks. All of that you're going to need to add in. You also need to remember, they stink. And I mean stink. If you've been to a horse barn, that's what a ferret smells like. You may think, oh, I'll do their litter every day. It's not the litter that smells. It's the ferret. The ferret is the part that smells. So you can't say, oh, I clean their cage a lot. It's the thing that smells, not the cage. Well, the cage does smell, but it's not as big of a difference as you'd expect, and you can't bathe them. I made a bathing video that tells you why you should not bathe your ferrets that often. So hopefully that helps you if you want to know more about that side of things. Next thing you're going to need to know, other than that ferrets are expensive, is that they are awesome. They are very cute. They are very fun. As we all know, they are a lot of responsibility though. I always say, all cuteness has a price, right Melvin? Yeah. So no matter how cute they are, it's like a dog. There's gonna be a price. So, number 1, I need to change these puppy pads every day. I did my daily and weekly routine showing you how to do that. Puppy pads are very easy. Most ferrets will use them. You don't need to litter train your ferret for your puppy pads, but that takes an hour out of your day. So it's still hard. Why are vet bills so expensive? So I made a whole video on ferret vet stuff. Check that out, but I'm just going to give you the basis right here. Ferrets are exotic pets. Exotic pets are more expensive because you need a special vet to care for your ferret. Not every vet will care for them. Also, dogs you can find everywhere. Every second house probably in your neighborhood has a dog, but rarely any houses have ferrets, I'm pretty sure. If you live in Canada or America, that's probably true. Some places, like I know Australia has a lot of ferrets, so whenever my ferrets need to get their vaccines, they need to ship them from other countries, so that takes longer too. You need to go to special vets. The hard part is my vet does not treat exotics, so we need to go to an emergency vet, and they're working 24 hours, which makes it cost even more. And ferrets are prone to many problems with their health. 3 of the main things that ferrets can get sick to is 65% of them get insulinoma, 70% of them get adrenal disease. Lily here has adrenal disease. Melvin's too young to get it. And cancer, 75% of ferrets have. There's so many different things. My ferrets are very healthy ferrets. They are a rare case of super healthy ferrets, and they cost around $3,000 because you need to get them tested for things. And Lily has had mast cell tumors. Those are very common too. You could get them removed, but that doesn't mean that it will not come back. So getting a ferret tested for adrenal disease, which I do think you should do, costs $1,000. So just to get them tested, that's how much it costs. But to get them treated, it's $30 every month if you do the math and divide it. So yeah, that's pretty much the basis. So you need to remember, ferrets need to be free roaming for quite a few hours a day. Ours are free roaming for around 3 hours. On the weekends, they have more like 3 to 5 hours free roaming. So they have lots of time out. A lot of people like to 24-hour free roam. I don't like that, to be honest. I'm just gonna say it, I don't like doing that. But some people do. They take up lots of time. They smell really bad. If you want to sell your house, don't get a ferret because their smell will be stuck in your floors forever. And you will not be able to get it out of the walls, out of the floors, out of your stuff. Don't keep any soft surfaces in a room that has ferrets. So I'd totally recommend, do not have stuffies or a bed in the room with ferrets because that bed will smell forever. So yeah, hopefully that helped and we'll see you next time.